So what's good, guys? In this video, I'll be showing you guys the ultimate strategy I use in making $500 a day at a day thing by just trading forex. So guys, I'm like showing you guys everything you need to know to make $500 out of the forex market. So first thing first, I would like to actually break this down into a secret because for you to actually be making $500 in the forex market, you need to have funds. Like funds in the sense that you need to have a large account size for you to be making $500, right? So let's take for instance, there's John. So yeah, so there's John in the forex market, and John is trying to make $500 a day. Like this is an example of the mistakes traders make in the forex market. So John has $1,000 and wants to be making $500 a day in the forex market, and for John to making $500, of course, he needs to, like, let's say John says, come together and say he needs to be raising $250 to be making $500 out of the forex market. That's with like a one ratio. So that's like a 1 to 2 risk to reward. So John is raising 25% of his forex account to actually making $500. Like that is insane, right? At the end of the day, like emotion to get John, and John will end up losing his $1,000 account because you know what, he's over leveraging, over risking his forex account. So that's it about John, guys. So let's take for instance Thomas. Let me give you another example, guys. So let's take for instance Thomas. So yeah, so yes, Thomas. I hope I'm spelling Thomas. So Thomas has $100 in his forex account, and Thomas wants to be making $500 out of the forex market. So what did Thomas do? Thomas brought up an idea. I said that he's going to borrow, he's going to borrow money from his friend. So Thomas ended up borrowing $20,000 from his friend. So initially making $500 out of the forex market. So at the end of the day, Thomas loses this $20,000. So Thomas loses $20,000, and like he's like, whoa, like I've lost everything. So he borrowed from his friend, so he has to pay back the debt and loan. Why Thomas? I'll give you one reason why Thomas loses 20,000. Because Thomas is not like, the money is not his. Like there's a lot of stuff like backing the money. Emotions will definitely come because like you're not risking your money. Like Thomas is not, his mind is not at rest. So both Thomas and John are like no go. So don't be like Thomas and don't be like John. What you initially have to do for you to be making, $500 in the forex market, if you don't have a large account size, like if you don't have the money, you should just go to prop firms, and like there's like FTMO. Let me initially show you guys this one. So there's FTMO prop firm. Yeah. So there's FTMO prop firm, guys. So if you don't know what prop firm are just like organizations like you give money to actually get bigger account size. So what you just need to do, you just like pay a specific amount, and they'll give you like a large account size, probably 10K, 25K to trade with, and then they'll give you like a challenge to pass. So you can usually pass the challenge either within 30 days. Yeah, this 30 days. I think this is the first challenge, 30 days, and this is the second challenge, 60 days. So initially you can get 25K account with just what? With just how many dollars? Like how many dollars here? I don't see the money in dollars. I think it's about $250. So let's say you get a 25K account for just $250. And initially with $250, like if you are risking 250 $250 to get $500 because you want to make $500 out of the forex market. So if you're risking $250 to get $500 out of the forex, that means you're risking 1% to get 2%, which is like dope. Like initially, like there's no strings attached to that. Like your message is cool and everything, just 1% of your forex account. So that is it, guys. You can initially get your 250K account by using prop firms. That's if you don't have the funds. So that is it about the risk management stuff. I just need to bring this stuff so like gonna borrow money from your friends because you want to be making big amounts. And what, you not be like John that's putting $1,000 in the forex market to making $500 every day. So that's impossible, guys. Yeah, so this strategy that initially makes me $500 a day in the forex market is just as simple as trends breakout and what moving average crossovers. So first thing first, if you don't have these moving average settings, I just recommend it. You can easily click two moving averages. So if you don't have the two moving average, just go on indicators and just type moving average. Yeah, so as you can see, just click moving average and add two moving average. So you need to move and set the first one. So the first settings will be to 8, put the length at 8, and then the second one will be 15. So I use the 8 and 15 moving average crossover. So the first thing you want to do is identify the market trend and just wait for breakouts. So the market is going towards the upside and it's forming new highs and new lows. So I think we have like a nice trend right there. So the next thing you're waiting out for is a breakout. So you can initially take our sell trade, and then and a moving average crossover. So I told you like two confirmations. So a trend breakout and a moving average crossover. So let's watch what market does, guys. So here, right here, I think you can see the moving average crossover right here. So once, like I didn't tell you guys before, but once the red moving average crosses over the green moving average, that is when the red moving average is on top. You tend to see that price is going to go down. Like once the red crosses the green moving average, like you see that market goes down. So these are our first confirmation. But what we don't want to enter because what we are not newbie traders now. You know that price can easily reverse. So initially, second confirmation we want to watch out for is for a breakout. So we want to watch for a breakout out of this trend, which should like give us two major confirmations, and then we have to ask ourselves like this is a nice trade. Like we can easily catch a lot of flips out of this trade. So let's see what happens next. Boom, guys. So I think we have our breakout already. So next you also want to watch out for you don't want to be like these people right here. Because like all these people right here, you can see price can just literally touch the trend and just continue up. So next you want to watch out for is for price to initially close below this trend that we have drawn. So this candlestick right here, you want to watch for it to actually close the not that to just create wicks. As you can see, these are initially weak. So next thing you want to watch out for is for price to close below the stop. So as you can see, guys, perfect. I think price already closed below. So this is the momentum that we're actually looking for. This is actually telling us that a lot of sellers are getting into the market, and they want to pull this trade down. So the next thing we want to do, guys, let's take our short position right here. Okay, take our short position right here. So let's say we enter here, and then my stop loss will be probably with this week or above the trend, or you can just put it like anywhere. So you can put it above this week that initially broke the trend, or put it above the trend. So anyone that you want above the trend line or above the week. So let's put it above the week. So usually give us that feeling that this is a comfort zone. And one, like I didn't mention this, but one crazy thing about this strategy is that this strategy also helps know where to put your take profit in the forex market. So initially, what for you to identify your TPs is for you to if you want to identify your TP, you initially have to mark out previous lows of the forex market. So we have one low right here, and another market low right here. That is three low. So you can initially set our take profits. Yeah, so you can initially set our take profit like TP1, TP2, and TP3, like the rest of that. So let's say okay, let's say this is our take profits. I'm sorry, TP1, and okay. So let's say this is our TP1, guys. So we are initially waiting for price to get this target for our TP1. So let's say wait, and let's see what price does. Okay, boom, guys. Price got in our TP1. So what you can initially do is like take partials. So you can initially take your partials or pull your trading stop. Like if you don't want price to actually reverse and go back and hit your TP. So you can actually take partials. Take partials in the sense that you can close half of your trade, half of the profit that you've made. So, but for you that wants to hold to TP2, you can actually put your TP2 in this previous low to actually cash it, or put your take profit 3 to actually catch the whole move. So let's say you put your TP at the TP3. So let's see what market does, right? Boom, guys. It's like are you guys, as you can see, guys, this is just a perfect strategy, guys. So I'm not going to be showing you guys one example. I'm going to show you guys two or three more examples, because like I don't want you guys to actually be doubting like this guy just capping. Like this does happen often in the forex market. So I'll be showing you guys three examples of this same strategy to tell you guys that that this works perfectly in the forex market. So let's go. So let me show you guys another example. So guys, we have another example right here, and as you can see, market is trending towards the upside. So what you're initially waiting for is for our breakout. So I can see like a trend right here. So what you need to do, point your what mark out your your lower lows. So this is yeah, these are the lower lows, sorry, the higher lows of the market. It's trending towards the upside, so the higher lows. So what you're initially waiting for is what is for a moving average crossover, like I told you, first confirmation, moving average crossover, and then what, a trend breakout. So let's see what price does, guys. So, so let's see. I think first thing I'm watching for what for the red moving average to cross over the green moving average. Boom, guys. I think, yeah, that's like our first confirmation. So you can see our first confirmation right here, guys, that the red moving average has crossed over the green moving average. And the crazy thing about this one is that actually price broke this one very well. And as you can see, price closed below this previous low right here. So there's this previous low right here, which tells us that like this momentum is really, really strong. So price has taken out a previous low, and price is initially going to go down big time. So we can usually take our entry right here. So let's take our short position right here. Let's say we enter somewhere right here when price broke this previous low. Take our short position right here, and then what, we put our stop loss. Either above the trend or above. I'm sorry, I think connection problem or something. Yeah, so we can put our stop either above the trend or above this previous week right here. So anyone, whichever one you choose to. And then what? Like I told you guys, you use the previous lows to mark out our take profit. So let's say TP1. TP1 is this, and then we have our TP2. So this is TP2. Boom, guys. So like this is a crazy risk to reward. So as you can see, this is a 1 to 3. So let's see what price does, guys. Okay. Boom, guys. As you can see, price has literally taken our first TP1 and then what, our second TP2. So let's just see. Let's just continue to see what market does. Like as you can see, guys, this is just a beautiful strategy. So this is another one. This is example two. Let me show you guys. Let me quickly show you guys the last example. So to just make sure, to just show you guys that you can actually point out this type of trades in the forex market. Like they are very frequent in the forex market and they have a high percentage rate. And with this, like if they want to reach reward, which initially means that you can, with one winning trade, you can lose three trades to actually break even, not that you won't put your account to loss. So with one winning trade, you can lose three trades back to back to put your account at break even. So let me show you guys the last example. Guys, what do you have here again? We have a trend, guys. So a trend pulling towards the upside initially. And the price is for me what new higher highs and new higher lows. So what we need to do again, mark out your higher highs to actually form a trend line or something like that. So yeah, I think we have a clean trend right here. So I don't know, like I didn't tell you this, but you can actually use the wicks or the body to actually mark out your trend line. So whichever one is preferable to you. So so there we have it, our trend, guys. So second thing you are watching out for what is for moving average crossover, right? So let's see if we get our crossover. Now, so we need to have our crossover right here. Okay, boom, guys. I think if you can see closely, I think you see our moving average crossover, right? You've seen our moving average crossover, which is what first confirmation. Then let's wait for the second confirmation. Let's see what price does. Okay, price still creating weeks. So you don't initially have to enter here. So you are not a newbie trader. So price is creating weeks. I've not closed. So you have not seen any close below this stuff. And initially, what I would like recommend is that for price to actually break this previous low right here, to actually give us what a stronger confirmation that this thing is heading up towards the downside. So let's see what price does. So as you can see, guys, price has given us what this break right here. So this break right here is what our second confirmation. So let's say how initially we are going to enter this trade. What you do is like we are going to enter, like take our entry right here. Like after the break hours of this previous low right here. And then we'll put our TP above the trend, like I told you guys, or what above the previous. I just put above the trend to actually like or give you like the more confident like winning trade. And then for our TP, like the initial stuff, like I told you guys, so you mark your TP1, and then what a TP2. So let's see what price does, guys. So the price go initially come and hit this our target. Let's just see, guys. Like with this moment, you can initially tell that a lot of sellers are getting into this market, but they are pulling the market towards the downside. So there's no way that price is not going to hit your TP. So let's just see what price does, guys. Boom, guys. TP1 has been smashed. So what they're initially waiting for, what TP2. Boom, guys. First TP has been smashed and second TP. So this strategy works. Like this strategy works like magic. Like this, like what else are you looking for in the forex market if not this strategy? So, like I told you guys, this is just a basic trend breakout and a moving average crossover. So with this 15 MA and 80 MA, you can initially tell your moving average crossover and what a trend breakout. So with this strategy, guys, initially, like if you don't know, like let me refresh this. Let me rephrase this. I initially sent out this first strategy. Yeah, I think this first strategy to the VIP. So if you don't know, like I'll send the screenshot right there. I initially sent out this first trade to the VIP, and I think I made about $300 from that. And with this strategy, trust me, you can be making more than $500 per day in the forex market. So it's just as simple as that, guys. Do where to backtest the strategy, test it out on your trading view, and check if it works. Like this is literally what has been helping me. And with my trading experience, like this is a perfect strategy for me. And like the risk to reward is actually one crazy. Like, as you can see, 1 to 3 risk to reward. Like you can get a 1 to 6 risk to reward with this strategy. So just be rest assured that you are getting the best strategy out there. So without further ado, guys, no, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to actually subscribe. So subscribe, give me a thumbs up, turn on post notification to get informed when new video drops. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.